I intend to serve as simply a reflection of that which you already know so that you may gain a greater understanding of yourself. All right. What messages do we have? Dazed and confused. Ego death. Hot and cold. We get one more. Very good, thank you. And isolation. Divine masculine. Bottom of the deck. Then we have celebration, autumn, inner strength, and chaser. Okay. All right. And how is the viewer currently feeling? What are the feelings of the viewer at this time? Strength, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Coins. Okay, give me one more. And the Nine of Cups. We're going to get one more. And the Three of Pentacles. I feel like this top row here, this dazed and confused, ego, death, hot and cold, isolation is not you. Because how you're feeling at this time is like you are making plans. You have this newfound strength, all of these inspired ideas, ways to like implement those ideas. It seems like you are like super excited about it. Like this is a time to really celebrate. I mean, we do have celebration under Divine Masculine over here. And you're with the Three of Pentacles, you're like very much into the like planning stage or collaboration stage. So, but then you have this row of energy here with dazed and confused, ego, death, hot and cold, and isolation, which makes me think like there's somebody in your environment that's currently been separated. They have that really inconsistent energy, but they might actually be going through a pretty intense spiritual awakening at this time. We might be also looking at a progressed timeline of this is what happened to, is this to the person? Temperance and justice. Oh, okay. So this probably is an advanced timeline. Like this is after a period where one of you, I can't really tell. I mean, they might be the same messages from Spirit and Dark Night of the Soul. Either you have recently gone through an amazing transformation while you were alone and had this beautiful, like, ego death. It left you, like, I don't know what just happened. Like, you were really just in a period of isolation where you were shedding all of those masks that we wear, all of it, and you were coming out like brand new with this energy. Strength. You made it through this really confusing time, this really dark time, and you came out with, you know, a divine spark that is reignited. You have opportunities, like you have ideas for the opportunities, what you're gonna, what you're gonna, man, this is like, I'm getting excited for you. Like I can feel your excitement here. Like this is a very, I feel like this is something that your soul has been like calling out for. Maybe your collaboration here is actually with spirit. You do have messages from spirit and dark night of the soul. I think that you came out of something really dark very recently, but it transformed you. And now you are like a shiny new penny. Like you are brand new. Yeah, you are like brand new. You're getting like eyes of an infant, like open up and the whole world is amazing. It's like you've been cleansed, like refreshed. That's what this feels like. So this is advanced. So you were showing me what was in the back, what happened before. Okay, all right. So where do we want to go from here? What is currently supporting the viewer at this time? Thank you, because I really needed the last two readings were tough. What is currently supporting? Getting over that Five of Cups energy with a new. There you go. There's that shiny new penny. You're like a shiny new penny. This is coming out of that dark night of the soul. This is coming out of a period where you were just filled with like grief and regret and remorse and sadness and loss and just all of those gross feelings. It gives me very, very dark, like very dark. I guess it would be dark time. It kind of looks like a dark room, kind of a cold, dark room, kind of like your air conditioner's on really low. But like a lot of time, like sleeping and yeah, it feels like a lot of time like sleeping or hiding. I guess that's where isolation comes in. But you came out just spiffy. Like this is a great energy. You have so much available to you. Give us some more about what the supporting energies. Okay. Ten of Wands and strength. See, I love spirit. Do you see that? I already have strength out in that deck, and they're like different deck. This is overcoming this. This was really tough. This dazed and confused ego death, hot and cold and isolation. Some days that you thought you were okay, and then the next day you just weren't. You just weren't okay. And you kept going back and forth. I mean, that's what an ego death does. That's when you shed all of that, all of those conditioning that we got from our parents, from society, from previous partners, from our insecurities, like all of those things. And you worked on all of those. I mean, this doesn't this doesn't quite feel like deconstructive is what I'm hearing. Um, like what I get from that is like being very methodical and peeling all the layers off, like identifying what shadow it is and where it came from, and then revisiting childhood trauma. It doesn't seem like it was like that for you. It seemed like you had an event and that event led to what you would consider like a period of depression almost, but it wasn't actually depression. It was like it was withdrawn and isolated. Like you were very hermit energy, like very within. Oh, that's like the cloak. Okay. Because when I was kind of seeing that like dark room where it was very cold, I was just assuming that it was cold because of the like thing that was on the person's head, which I guess could have been a cloak or like a hoodie, like a sweater with a hoodie. Might have been a blanket pulled over, but like maybe you wore hoodies a lot during that time. Um, this is what you overcame all of that. This is what you transmuted that loss, that pain, that grief, that sadness, that regret, that remorse, whatever that was for you, and you turned it into this beautiful new opportunity. And then you took that overburdened, overwhelmed feeling and you pulled strength out of it like nobody's business. And because of that strength, because you were able to transmute all of that pain into something truly beautiful, now you have the Page of Wands, that's that divine spark. You have the Page of Pentacles. These are all those new ideas where to put this, right? And it's just lining up perfectly. I'm so excited for you. For Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in at the bottom of the deck. All right, the challenges that the viewer might face at this time. Challenges. Okay, you have the Seven of Cups and the Three of Pentacles as a challenge. So you already said here, like your Nine of Cups to the Three of Pentacles. It's going to be really exciting. You know, it's something to celebrate. Celebrate making plans or collaborating with somebody, but you didn't tell me who you were thinking about collaborating with. You do have Divine Masculine down here, and then followed by Celebration and Autumn, and you have Inner Strength. So could be that. This feels like you're going to have a lot of opportunities on who you want to collaborate with the Seven of Cups to the Three of Pentacles. The opportunities are endless. Okay, so why is that a challenge? The Seven of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, because it's going to challenge. Oh, okay, because it's going to challenge your independence. So why is having a lot of options to collaborate or plan something with? Because it's going to challenge your independence. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Let's get one more for clarification. The world. When I said challenge, I meant like straight up end your independence. With the world. You might be closing out a cycle with this energy. Oh my gosh, maybe by autumn. It's going to require a little bit of inner strength and self-love. Are you the chaser in this situation? Oh my gosh, we have chaser and then divine feminine. If this was a push-pull energy, hot-cold, runner-chaser dynamic, you might be thinking of collaborating with your divine masculine energy. In autumn, it's going to be like by autumn, okay? And then I don't usually use those as timing cards, but it's also fall. So this is going to be like a decrease in your celebratory energy if you choose or re-choose your masculine counterpart. And masculine meaning energy, not gender. Masculine counterpart. It's going to require that you are really going to have to dig into inner strength and self-love. It is indicating that the chaser in this dynamic is the feminine energy, the more intuitive one. And we did have messages from spirit. Ooh, we do have self-sabotage in the winter. Yeah, like I said, your challenge here is going to be you're going to have lots of different opportunities of individuals to collaborate with this new shiny new penny opportunity here. It is going to challenge your independence, specifically as it comes to closing out cycles. That runner chaser dynamic looks like it is simply a runner chaser dynamic. And if Spirit is saying at this time that closing out the cycle is a possibility, that's because your ego death, that dark night of the soul that you went through, that ego death, that actually completed your cycle altogether, which would be beautiful for this. And remember, that person doesn't ever actually go anywhere, not unless you want them to. You do have busy and distracted, life-changing decision followed by new friendship. So I think there's something coming in for you as well. All right, what is the advice at this time? Advice. The Nine of Swords. Page of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Two of Wands. Don't get overwhelmed by the amount of garbage going on in your head about anything, especially if it has to do with that runner-chaser dynamic. On the other side of the Two of Wands, please. The Hierophant. And one more. The Star. especially if you consider this like a divine counterpart in a soulmate, like in a really complex journey. You know, if this relationship is like one of those really complex journeys, don't get too hung up on that with the Hierophant to the star. Um, don't get all caught up in your head about what the opportunity is or like any this is like doom and gloom right here with the Page of Pentacles and the Tower with the Nine of Swords. This is like this is like, oh my God, I don't want anything bad to happen. Like I just don't focus on that. Um, and also don't focus on any like just like that. If you focus with your mental thoughts, right, and you worry about this opportunity or whatever the Page of Pentacles here means to you, who you're going to work with, what the outcome is going to be, any of the like the this is supposed to be an exciting energy. If you clog it up with this mental garbage, especially about how it might come crumbling down, you're going to shift that focus. And that focus with the Two of Wands here is going to end up like contaminating whatever this could possibly be anyway. It's almost like forecasting in this way. It's like you're, instead of Two of Wands looking out into the future, making a decision to expand in an outward direction, going from where you're stable to seeing what the world has to offer. In this case, what it is, it's kind of like projecting that energy onto what you would be considered like your ultimate goal, like higher level goal. So if you consider this dynamic, right, a higher level journey, like a twin flame, like one of those things like karmic, you're going to automatically project that um, impending doom on, it's going to contaminate the relationship anyway. Does that make sense? That's your advice. Don't mush all that fear and the dynamics of the relationship together. All right, anything else? Anything else regarding that? I don't feel like you, I feel like you're um, habitually attached to this other energy. Um, Eight of Wands to the Five of Wands. Yeah, like habitually attached. Ten of Cups. Um, Two of Pentacles again to the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so like this is emotional fulfillment and you going back and forth between emotional fulfillment and discontentment. And I think it has to do with the way you guys communicate or move towards each other. So you have like forward movement and then you have, you know, combative, like, like just bickering, you know, the energy of like bickering. It's like forward movement and then it's like stop being a dick. Forward movement, and then why are you acting like this? And then forward movement, and that's that hot, cold, push, pull energy. That's just typical for this type of dynamic. And what you have here with this is you can either have complete emotional fulfillment or you can have discontentment. You're going back and forth. Same thing, push, pull energy is. I think that completing this with the world, right? It's because you've already done the ego death. You've already gotten the lesson out of this, and your person's not going anywhere. So, no worries. Okay. Whew, man, that's exciting energy. You are unconditionally loved and supported by the universe, as is your partner. My unconditional love to you as well. Have a fantastic day. And until next time, take care of yourself.